Stay cool, stay strong, total body strength with some combination moves that will help elevate your heart rate while developing strength. So we're just warming up with a strap, long tail, opening up the upper body. We'll do about 10 overhead raises with an alternating forward step. So nice and long. Let's do 2 more. So one more step from each side. Last one here. Now you can fold your strap or towel in half, reach out to the side, make a T as you step to the side, and then we just switch from one hand to the other. Great coordination movement here. With dexterity for the hands and fingers. And of course, we're working that upper back and shoulder area, waking everything up. Let's do one more right here. Fantastic. Now you're going to take your strap or towel behind you. Let me turn around and show you. Soften your knees, lift your chest. From the side, it looks like this. We lift up and then we fold down just to rinse the shoulders. Look out past your toes. Take 4 more deep breaths, keeping those knees soft. Release and sweep. We have a shallow squat to help stand tall. Lift those arms up and around. Circle in the back. You can grab your strap. Lift up. Soft knees continue as we fold down. Very nice. Let everything open. Release and sweep. Another shallow squat. Rise up, big circle around and back. We'll have one more rinse for your shoulders. We want to lift up and then slowly fold down. Knees continue to stay soft. Nice bend here. Release and sweep. Let's set your strap or towel down. Arms to the side, soft knees, small circles forward for 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Small circles back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go big, real big for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch direction. So the big circles, we do about 8 each way. Take your time. Now let's alternate the knee with the opposite arm reaching up. So directional change. Begin to connect to your center. That's it. One more for each leg. Hamstring curl with a low row. Keep the hamstring curl. Arms are going to change. Bring them a little higher to chest level so it's a wider row. You got it. Bring the arms up higher for a high overhead row, like you're making a W. Let's go back to chest level. Just warming everything up through the back area. And we're going to squat halfway, rotate left halfway, squat halfway, rotate left halfway. 2 more on each side. One more to each side. Awesome. Now you can squat down and stay down. Walk down to table. We're going to have opposite arm, opposite leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your right leg in front, frame it with both hands, and take your left leg back straight. So that right knee's behind the toe. If you need more support, you can keep your left knee on the mat. Your right arm reaches far. We're going to open out and reach up to the right. So you can decide what feels good for your body. We're still warming up. That left knee is either on or off the floor. Your eyes are following that right arm. Let's come down. Reframe your right foot. Extend both arms back, then sweep forward and up. Half kneeling lunge. Again, here we want to create length. Rotate your pinkies inward. Good. Slowly fold forward. Send your right leg back to meet the left. Opposite arm, opposite leg. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now your left leg comes in the front. Frame it with both hands. Choose what feels better. Right knee can stay on the floor or come off. Extend your left arm forward, and we want to rotate to your left. Create length all the way up through those left fingertips. Awesome. Let's come back to the center. Reframe your foot. Reach both arms back, so make sure your right knee's on the mat. Sweep forward and up, half kneeling lunge. Awesome. You got it. And then we'll fold forward here. Send your left leg back to meet your right, and then tuck your toes under. Walk your hands back to your feet with soft knees. Then walk your hands up your thighs. Let your shoulders slide down the back. And we are ready for the first circuit. What we want to start is with your light mini band that you're going to be able to hold on the ends. We have a bow and arrow, single side. Set the timer for 30 seconds. So we want to hold out wide. Right arm is going to work and tap back with the right leg. Just a small tap back. Proud chest. You got it. Working through that upper back. One more. Fantastic. Now we want to switch sides. So you can go immediately to it. So you're going to get a good amount of reps in here. Engage those abdominals. So we're just tapping back. Nice and light here on that footwork. Strong through the upper back. Gotta keep going. Get a couple more in. One more right here. Awesome. Now you want to get your light weights. I would say 5. So we're going to have a plie squat. Let me show you what the movement looks like before we head into it. I'm going to use 5s. Toes out. When you do your squat, your weights go down between your legs. When you come up, you have a row, turn in, and lift. Then we draw the elbows down and in, and we come right back down. So we'll have a minute to work here. That way you have a chance to settle in. Let's set up first, plie squat. And if you're healing a shoulder, you can just come up, elbows in, and do a curl. You can come up and do that upright row. Here's the whole move. Pull it down with you. So it's out and back, up and in. That's it. Keep going. Toes out. Nice. So waking up that back, bicep, and shoulder area. Got a couple more. Palms are facing in when those arms are up. Last one. Terrific. We're going to come up. We're going back to the arm row, 30 seconds on each. So grab your band. In 3, 2, 1. So we're just tapping back, pulling through. Awesome. So this is a big back and shoulder series here. Brace those abs. Get a couple more in. Last one. Let's switch sides. You can go right to it. Stepping back, pulling through. Make sure you have that real light band. Show me a proud chest. Got this. One more. Awesome. All right, let's put the band down. Now we have that transition plie combination with the upright row and the high row. 1 minute to work in 3, 2, 1. Toes out, plie, row. So remember, you can stay right here if this is better for your shoulder. Now the next time I'm going to show the overhead lift, pull down and set. Pull everything up, brace those abs, draw those elbows down and in. Good. Nice rotation through the shoulders. Draw those elbows in and return to that squat. You're doing great. Keep it coming. Elbows wide to the side and then flip. Based on your shoulders, you can eliminate the overhead movement and just keep the row. We have time for a few more. Last one. Awesome. Okay. Now, you want to grab a drink. We're going to move on to some leg work. That's the next series. Next series is coming up. You want to go with your heavier weights. We're going to work with the deadlift and the narrow squat for 1 full minute. So here you could go anywhere from 15 to 20-pound dumbbells. Feet will be shoulder to hip width apart. And we'll have a minute of work. So you want to grab your weights in 3, 2, 1. Tipping from the hip. Keep those weights close. Squeeze the glutes. Then you want to pretend we're sitting down to put the weights on the floor. Awesome. Tip from the hip. We're sitting down, standing up, and then good. Hip hinge. Navel to spine. So if you're healing a hip or low back, the hinge can take the weights maybe to the knees or a little past. You want to avoid arching the back. That narrow squat, we sit back in the heels. Take your time. Got a little bit more to do. You're almost there. One more. Nice job. Whew. Great. All right, our next combination, we're going to have standing knee drive with the option to have your arms overhead with or without weight. With or without weight. So you can decide. We're going to get ready in 3, 2, 1. This is a full minute. Full minute. Arms are long and strong. So you can hold one weight overhead on the ends. Brace those abs. Nice posture, everybody. Keep going. Navel to spine. Take your time. Remember, it's like our shoes are stuck in gum. This is a big challenge here. One more. Last one. Fantastic. Now we head back to that first exercise. Deadlift with a narrow squat. So based on how you're feeling, just remember we can self-monitor and make adjustments for the second set of this pair. Deadlift to narrow squat is going to start in 3, 2, 1. Just a reminder for form. Healing a hip or low back. Slide those weights down to the knees. Squeeze the glutes to come up. Then when you go to squat, bring your weights down a little past the knees. Sit in the heels to come up. Look out past your toes. You want to keep your head and neck in line with your spine. That's good. Big mover today. That's it, you got this. You pass the halfway point for the set. You're sitting back nice and strong. You're going to make it. Yes, you're doing great. Look at how strong you are. Fantastic. Ooh, this is it right here. Narrow squat. Way to work. Okay, here comes your big challenge. 1 minute, standing knee drive. Remember, how did you hold up the last set? Do you need to adjust your weight? Do you need to not use any weight or bring it in front? So we've got a minute to work. In 3, 2, 1. Stand your ground. Rise and shine. If you're a counter, yes, you get about 24 to 30 reps. So just keep that in mind. Soft elbows if the arms are raised overhead. You want to keep pushing your weight up. Everything is directed to move upward. That's it. So, yeah, we're not doing cardio. However, you should feel the way that I sound. A little breathless. That's it. You got this. A little bit more. Hang in there, gang. You're going to make it. Fantastic. All right, this set is done. Let's grab some water. We're moving to the next group. Keeping it strong all along. Fantastic. We are going to move into reverse lunges with bicep curls. Reverse lunges with bicep curls. And again, this is your time to challenge yourself. You'll have a whole minute to work. So we want to keep everything nice and strong. Remember the range for your lunges. Top half, your knee bends between 30 and 45 degrees. And we want to add the bicep curl when we switch our feet. Okay, so you want to lunge by yourself Lunge by itself, tall posture, brace the abs, 90-degree angle for your full lunge. So you're going down a little lower, then you're coming up strong with that arm curl. You have a minute to work. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to step back and lunge, stand up and curl. That's it. Dig deep. Hug yourself with your arms. Here we go. So get your bearings. You got this. Slow and controlled. More challenging. Even out your legs here. Fantastic. All right, next exercise, we have plank variation. So if you're healing a shoulder, you can elevate your plank on a chair or a step. You can also use the floor and work in table. Plank variation coming up. So all we're going to do is a leg raise. You're going to come down, walk back to your plank. You've got alternating hip extensions for 4 and alternating shoulder taps for 4. Table position. Here you go. Alternate opposite arm, opposite leg for 4. Then you have the bear hold with your shoulder taps for 4. I'll go through both. You can start. First option, bear hold, shoulder taps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I return to the floor and table. So this is your first option. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Second option, the plank has straight legs with it. And we have the shoulder taps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your plank, hip extension. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulder taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hip extension. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulder taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hip extension. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to make it. Last cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hip extension. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Come on down. Then from the floor, we have ground to standing. We've got one more set. Bicep curl with reverse lunge. Dig deep. Here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Show me your proud chest. Lunge. Come up and curl. That's it. Lunge back. Come up and curl. Hang on. You're going to make it. You're nice and strong today. Let's keep going. Excellent work. Almost there. Brace those abs throughout the movement. Remember the range for your lunge. Gonna get one more in. Fantastic. Weights are down. We're into our plank combination, and I'll review both options again. Let's set up our table. So we want to come down to the floor. Get ready to work in 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm, opposite leg is your table option. You got this. Shoulder taps, bear hold or straight plank. 1, 2, 3. Here's a hybrid of both options. We can do opposite arm, opposite leg. Once again. Now I'm going to show you the full plank with the shoulder tap. Quiet those hips. And then here's your hip extension. And here's the shoulder tap. So I'm on that third option. Keep looking out past your fingers. Tuck your hips under. You're going to make it. And that's time. Fantastic. That set is done. Quick drink. Doing awesome. Okay. Grabbing another drink. You're working me hard, ladies. We're going to work with a single arm row. So if you have your bench or stool, this is a single arm row with reverse grip. I'd like to show you what that looks like first before we hit the timer. This is 30 seconds on each side. It's a little more stationary. I'm going to use a kettlebell. So if you have a kettlebell and want to try it, it's 30 seconds on each side. You would have one foot up on your step, elbow in, palm out. You're going to pull through. Now, what you might want to do is go a little lighter. If you use 15s, maybe try 12s for the first round because the hand position is different. It's going to work the back and shoulder from a different angle. So we want that hip hinge. You can also do it seated to give your back a little more support. We're going to start for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. So we're pulling up and through. Drive your elbow towards your hip. Non-working side is at rest with a proud chest and braced abs. You got this. So palm is in a reverse grip. Let's get one more in. Now we're going to switch over to the other side. So set up, get ready, get set. Let's work. Reverse grip. Palms facing slightly out. Shoulders are back. Just to keep your shoulders safe, you can lower the weight and rotate that palm inward to neutral each time. So that's what I'm showing. I start in neutral, but I finish with the palm out. One more right here. Terrific. All right, we're going to stop there. And now we're going to get ready for shoulder presses. Shoulder presses. You might want to start light. You are going to kneel on your Bosus if you have them. If you don't, you can fold a towel and kneel right on the floor. But I'm going to show you the Bosu option. Start light. 5, 8, 10-pound weights. Kneeling on top of your dome. I'll give you a better view here. Give me 1 second if you can. There we go. Let me show you how this one will work. You can opt to also do this seated with good posture on a stability ball or chair. But we have a bicep curl here. You're going to turn out, press up, and come back in. So join me when you're ready. You're gonna wobble. You're changing direction. Now, if you're healing a shoulder and you need an option because of this external and internal rotation, you can keep the weights neutral and go all the way up. We're going to go for 3 more, so I'm showing that option. All right, now I'm back to the regular 1, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, weights down. Take your time exiting the Bosu. If you're on it, we have 1 more round with this group. Single arm row, reverse grip. So let's get ourselves in position here. You want to take your time. Start neutral, but finish with that palm out. Drive your elbow to your hip. That's it. Looking great. I got you. Keep going. Few more. After this one, let's come up. Switch over to the other side. Reset. Make sure you're supported. So you start neutral, then drive your elbow to the side. It's just a little rotation. Again, if you're healing a shoulder, keep it neutral the whole time. If the lower back is starting to feel tight, brace your abs, opt for the seated version. You want to keep everything back. Good. Just a couple more. This is a big shoulder series here. Last one. And then we're going to stop and head over to your shoulder press. Kneeling Bosu or floor, you choose. The kneeling on either option is more core driven. That's why we're doing it. It's more core driven, whichever one you choose. One is just as challenging as the other. Give yourself 8 to 10 reps. I'm going to give you that option first. If you're healing a shoulder, front shoulder press, palms neutral, straight up. Tuck those hips under. After this neutral press, I'm showing you your next option if it works for your body. It's more of the Arnold press. Yes, good. Give it a try. It's a little different than the front press. Keep your abs braced. We're going to do 2 more. Last one. Fantastic. Okay, weights are down. This series is done. We're moving on. Lots of fun today. Thanks for joining me. The next toy we're going to play with is your penalty box. Let's set that tent up. Vertical tent with a side approach. Vertical tent with a side approach. We're just going to use the box and our body weight. Box and body weight. The inside leg is doing all the moving. Your inside leg is doing all the moving. You're going to have 30 seconds, about 10 reps. The inside leg can step back into a curtsy or a reverse lunge. So it would look like this on the reverse lunge. Step over and squat. Step back in, curtsy or reverse lunge. Step over and squat, and step back in. You can also opt to do it with your box flat to reduce the height and just aim for working in the one box. You can step over, step back, and lunge. It's a lunge squat combination. If your hips are feeling strong, you can opt to go to the second box. This is 30 seconds on each side. It's going to be about 10 reps if you're taking your time. So let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. So you have that option here. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. Okay. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee, curtsy, knee, squat, knee. One more. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. We are headed to the other side. So you just want to change your position. I'm just going to walk around. I'll move my box. In 3, 2, 1. Curtsy or reverse lunge. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. Curtsy, I'm going to go a little wider. Knee, squat, knee. You choose. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. One more. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. Terrific. All right, now you're going to have your horizontal 10. We've got wide to narrow squat. Body weight only, no band. Wide to narrow squat. This is a full minute. Traveling left and right for 3, 2, 1. So you start out at one corner, tap in with that wide squat. In the center, tap, narrow. Now you're at the other side, tap out, wide. There we go, back to the wide. Wide, narrows only in the center. Good. So it feels a little different. Yeah, we did narrow squats earlier with the deadlift and the dumbbells. This should have a different feel. Good. Wide to narrow, ends are wide. The center is narrow, ends are wide, and your center is narrow. There we go. Lost my footing there. It's okay. It happens. Wide. Narrow. Wide. I'm just going to put another narrow in here because it's fun. There we go. Wide. Narrow. Wide. Narrow. So if you really want to dial up the heat, just keep alternating as you travel. Wide to narrow. When you get back to home, we're going to stop here. Woo! And get ready for the curtsies. Curtsies are coming up. Our position changes. And again, you can opt to have the tent up or the box flat to guide your footwork. 30 seconds on each. Reverse or curtsy lunge. Let's work in 3, 2, 1. Here's that option with the lunge going back. Knee lift up. I come over and squat. Lunge, knee, squat, knee. I'm going to show one more reverse lunge, so it's a little different. Lunge, knee, squat, knee. Here's the curtsy. That left knee connects slightly behind your right calf. One more. And we'll stop here. You want to set up to work on the other side. We want to set up to work on the other side. Sometimes we have to adjust the space. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. You can start curtsy or reverse lunge. Try to lift that knee, take it over and squat. Lift the knee. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. You're going to make it. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. Almost there. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee, one more. Curtsy, knee, squat, knee. Terrific. Now all we have to do is our wide to narrow squat, and this is where you have that option. You can stay cool with just the narrow squat in the center, or turn the heat up, just alternating the entire time between your wide and narrow squats. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. I'm starting wide on the end, narrow in the center, and then wide on the end. My return trip will be the same. Wide on the end, narrow in the center, wide on the end. Now, if we dial it up, it's wide, narrow, wide. You hit the end again with a narrow. Wide, hit the end, narrow center. This is the heated option. Wide, narrow, fantastic. Wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide. You're going to make it 10 seconds. Dig deep, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow. Yay! All done with that one. You're almost there. We got one more, and it's taking us to the floor. Always good news when we head down to the floor. Quick drink. We've got mountain climbers. Mountain climbers. Again, bear option. Let me show you 2 different ways to do it. Well, actually 3. Since we're standing upright, here is your first option, standing tall and reaching up with the opposite arm. Again, your feet are like stuck in gum, your abs are braced. So you want to make sure there's a deliberate movement there that's meaningful. Second option, we're in table, mountain climber. You're going to come up and have one leg up, knee drive. One leg up, knee drive. Do 2 at a time and switch. One leg up, pull through. So from table, you can progress to that core engagement and shoulder stability with one leg driving up through the core. Work with 2 at a time. Then the third option, of course, is the full plank, the full thing. All right, here we go. We're going to work for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. So show your plank, knee drive. Look out past your fingers. Give it meaning. That core is doing the work. Controlled knee drives. Last one. Good, we're going to come back down. Now we're going to work with triceps extensions. Triceps extensions. So you want to grab your dumbbells. Tabletop position. Opposite leg is going to stay extended. 30 seconds on each arm. So right arm, left leg, kick back, elbow close. So now you're just frozen in that extended leg. Brace those abs. Triceps kick back. That's what this is. Let me correct that. Now we want to switch sides. So get ready, set yourself up. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Triceps kick back. Right leg and left arm. Nice and long through the spine. Extend from hip to heel. Last one. Fantastic. Back to your mountain climbers. You can turn the heat up on this by using gliding discs with those mountain climbers. Gives you a little more work to do, so always know that option is available if you want to heat things up more. If you want to stay cool, standing knee drive, table option or plank, or standing completely. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice long plank here. And maybe you need to settle in first. Look out past your fingers. Aim your elbows out to the side. So you want to open up that upper back for support. Keep lifting your chest towards your fingers. Fantastic. Let's come on down to the table. Grab your weight for the single arm triceps kickback with the opposite leg extended. Make it count. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Long and strong. Dial your big toe in towards your navel. Halfway there. Maybe a little further. One more. Fantastic. All right, we're going to switch it over to the other side. Set yourselves up. And we're going to work in 3, 2, 1. Let's own it. Your right leg is extending from hip to heel. Your left arm is tucked into your side. Last one. You did it. Congratulations. All finished. Woo! Way to work. We're conveniently floor level, so let's have a seat here. Stretch seated. You did a great job. Now this program offers a lot of flexibility. You're doing 2 sets of 2 pairs the entire time. So there's a lot of exercises in general. However, you can always cut it in half and do 3 to 4 pairs and then come back the next time and do 3 to 4 pairs later. It's going to work. Let's just sit tall. Raise your left arm up. Let your shoulders slide down your back. Just get a little bit of a side bend in here. Let your heart rate come down. Your heart rate should be up. These were heavy hitters today. If you didn't feel like it was a heavy hitter, the next time you go to do this type of exercise, try challenging yourself with heavier weights. Because remember, you're only doing the exercises for 2 rounds. Little mind game there. Awesome. Now let's come back to the center. Finger walk your way down. Just to create length at the back of the thighs. We want a hamstring stretch here without stressing the lower back. That's good. Excellent. Breathe. All right, slowly come up. And you can bring your left leg in if comfortable. We're going to rotate to the left side. If it's more comfortable to keep your legs down, your rotation would look like this. If you want to get a little more into the hip and glute area, the left leg can come up on the inside and the right elbow crease meets your shin. Looking over your left shoulder, we want to sit up and let your body wrap around your spine to your left. So you just want to pick what feels right for your body today. This program offers a lot of balance and variety to your monthly plan. You need a heavy strength day. You need one to really challenge your muscles. All right, let's come back to the center. Let's do a forward fold before we wrap around to the right. Give those hamstrings a little bit of length here. Fantastic. You did it. Let's roll up. Now we'll get ready for the right side. You can bring that right leg in. Elbow crease or straight leg. So if your legs are straight, the right hand is on the, your left hand is on your right thigh. I'm sorry, let me correct that. There we go. If you want a deeper stretch through the hip and glute, and it feels comfortable to bend that right leg at the knee, then you have half a hug with your elbow crease. There we go. Excellent. Let's come back to the center. Now you're going to ease onto your side or prone for quadricep stretch. Ease onto your side or face down for quadriceps. So you can always do them face down if it's more comfortable. And you can always use a strap or a towel around the lower leg. You did a great job today. Let's relax and switch sides. So you want to go to that opposite leg. Quadricep stretches here. Allow it to work those leg muscles for you. Fantastic. Relax. Let's go on to the back. A little more through your hamstrings and your hips. But before we do that, give yourself a well-deserved hug. That lower back gets a little bit of attention here. Then we can extend that left leg up. Hamstring stretch a little bit more supported here. Point and flex your foot. Now we'll rotate about 4 times one way and then 4 times the other way. And then let's switch legs. So it's the same stretch that we're going to do, just on the opposite leg. Excellent. Create length through the back of the thigh, and we'll start to point and flex your foot. Rotate around the ankle about 4 times each way. Now let's put that right foot on the floor. Cross your left leg over the right. Now we're ready to open up the hips and the glutes. Lots of work today for the lower body. And again, it's a heavy hitter if you chose those weights that were best for your body. You only had to do 2 rounds. You did great. Let's switch legs. Uncross and then recross. Want to keep your back on your mat. Stay awake. Very nice. Both knees in one more time. And then we're going to keep just one leg straight and the other leg out. Get a little deeper into the stretch. Both knees again come in. And then we'll get the other leg out straight. Fantastic. All right, both knees in, roll to your side, and then let's set up our table, cow and cat. Fanning out the fingers, we want to inhale for cow, and then exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. And then exhale for cat. One more time. Inhale for cow. And then exhale for cat. Relax your table and come up to standing. We'll get that upper back just a little bit more. There was a lot of back and shoulder work today. Always give yourself that time to stretch it out and recover. Open to the side, make a T, turn those palms up. And then we'll bring those hands in back. Very good. Big shoulder roll. Fantastic work today. Completely covered from head to toe, front, back, side to side. Ready for the next part of your day. Enjoy.